I'm Rupert,
And I'm Redbeard.
and this is Rupert's Beard. Today we're going over the
The OP08 Kalgara list that you guys saw in the Kalgara versus Kaido OP08 update video. If you've watched that, if you haven't, watch it after this, you'll see it.
yeah. So before we get into the deck list, don't forget to like, subscribe,
Leave a comment and hit that notification bell.
and without any further ado, let's begin.
Well, starting off, obviously, we have the leader, Kalgara. Always got to have the alt art for these videos. Well, except for yours, it's kind of expensive for a border.
Yeah. Well.
Tilt
it down.
Oh, right. So the Kalgara leader came out of OP08. He is a yellow only 5-life leader. Effect Dawn 1 when attacking. Play up to one Shandoran warrior type character card from your hand with a cost equal to or less than the number of Dawn cards on your field. That's total, including attached, rested, everything. And if you do play a character, you do have to add the top card of your life to your hand. If you're at no life, it's not a cost, so you can still do it even with your at no life. I found that out today.
You complete as much as you can, and since it's not part of the initial cost, nothing you have to worry about.
Yep. And then, technical issue. Well, not really technical issues, but kinda could turn into them.
There we go. The cat wanted to make a cameo, but she's not very good with cards.
Yeah, no, she'd take the spotlight though.
She would. That's how we get them likes and subscribes.
And honestly, I hate that to work.
Yeah.
Anyway, since it is a Sky Island deck, since all of the Shandoran warriors are Sky Island, we are playing the Sky Island package that's used in an L. Playing 4 Shura, we do have the tournament pack art, which I think is so much nicer than the regular.
Yes.
Shura is a 2-cost, 2-drop, 1K. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one Sky Island type character other than Shura, and add it to your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of the deck in the order. Triggers, just play this card. So on your opponent's turn, get a search. It's kind of good.
Yeah.
It's a searcher. It's kind of 4-0, you know? We're on...
Try and get these on the camera as best as we can. Unfortunately, there's a giant glare because we have no better spot to have anything.
Yeah. We have 2 Capone Gang Beige. He's basically just a 2K counter. He's a 3-cost 3K. You're never going to play him. His trigger is pretty good, though. Up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards cannot attack during this turn. So if your opponent goes out of order, swings the little guys first, you have to take it. They can't swing with whatever you decide now.
Yeah.
They're just kind of stuck there. As you'll notice, these are kind of just the empty backs. The card it's in place for is a bulk card. We have all the important cards. We figured we'd go ahead and get the deck list on. Basically, it's just another copy of Holy with a different name, different traits, same stats, still a vanilla, still 1K counter. It's just Genbo from OP06. He is a Shandoran Warrior vanilla is the only thing. Since he's Shandoran Warrior, you can cheat him out with Kalgara. The only reason I like to play 4 of them is going first, which you usually want to do so you can get that first attack. If you have Shura and Genbo in hand, you can play out a guy, swing 6K, and get a search off in the same turn, which is just kind of neat. Well, these don't really have to be that much in the turn.
Yeah, that's not as important.
We're on, obviously, with Sky Island, you've got 4 Holy, and you can't talk about Holy without talking about Ohm. So Holy is just another vanilla. Basically, the only reason it's important is because you're on 4 Ohm. Ohm is a 4-cost 5K, 1K counter. If you have 2 or less life cards, this character gains 1,000 power. That's just period. And on play, you look at the top 5 cards of the top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to one Holy and add it to your hand. Place the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order, and then you can play a Holy from your hand. So if you don't find one, which I'll give you a heads up, you're going to miss sometimes. But if you've got Holy in hand, even if you don't find one, you can still play it out. So it works pretty good in that regard, at least.
Yep, it turns 4 Dawn into 7 Dawn.
Yep, and that extra 1K when you're at 2 life sometimes does matter. We're on 4 of Wiper, the 4-cost 5K 2K 4-cost 5K 2K counter Wiper. He is out of OP08. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 upper yard and add it to your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then you play upper yard from your hand. So it cheats out upper yard for free if you search one. And if you don't search it, same deal with hole, you can still play one. Most of the time, I find myself using it as a 2K counter, but in a pinch, sometimes it does get your searches going.
Search is a searcher that lets you search.
Yeah. And then if you get to once we get a little bit later in the deck, Big Wiper just searches again.
Yeah.
It's like upper yard 3 times. Just kind of funny. We're on obviously 4 Satori, which is in the 2K counter. 5 cost 5K trigger. You can trash a card from your hand to play it. So it's just a free body if you hit it in life. If you don't need it for the 2K counter, you just pitch a card, get an extra body on board, and that throws your opponent's math off a lot of times.
Yeah, free body is a free body.
Oh, yeah. We're on 4 of Mont Blanc Noland, as well as a card that we'll talk about later, which the namesake Kalgara. Mont Blanc Nolan is a 5 cost 6K, 1K counter. On play, if your leader has the Shandoran Warrior type and you have a Kalgara character on play, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. You get to 10 Dawn, which this deck's fast, and most of the time you're not going to make it to 10 Dawn. But if you do, dropping 2 of these in 1 turn, healing 2, and getting 2 bodies is kind of neat. Without Kalgara, it is still at least a respectable body, but most of the time you're going to wait till you've got the Kalgara character out to get it off.
You only have 200 search cards, so you're probably getting there.
Well, yeah, but you can't search. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't search it where it's only Jaya Botanist. It's not Sky Island or Shandoran Warrior, unfortunately.
You know,
So you can't cheat it out. You can't search it, but it's accurate to the lore. I get it.
Maybe we'll get a searcher for him.
Yeah, maybe. Just Jaya Botanist type searcher. There's like 3 in the game.
I was thinking more Sky Island or Mont Blanc, but yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that would work, I suppose. Honestly, it'd probably be like Kalgara's daughter or whatever. I don't actually know that they named her now that I think about it.
They will.
That's fair. Just no, it'd be even funnier. Just a card, just Kalgara's daughter. Onto a Wiper, the big one that I mentioned earlier. It's a 5 cost 7K vanilla. On play, you can place 1 stage with a cost of 1 at the bottom of the owner's deck, upper yard. Or, funnily enough, it doesn't say it has to be yours, so you can, like, Germa Kingdom, I think, is 1 cost?
Yep, Germa Kingdom.
You can bot deck your opponent's Germa Kingdom, bot deck,
Opposing
the
Sky Island.
Opposing Sky Island, the new Black Luffy structure deck, like 1,000 Mary is 1 cost or something. It's like, what, cost plus
Sunny.
1 or something? Yeah, 1,000 Sunny.
I don't think it's used much, but you can.
It's not.
And I think in 09, Blackbeard stage, I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh, yeah, Hachinosu Island is 1 cost. Yeah, I did play against that on the sim earlier. Although I was not playing this. That was a much different ball game. Wiper, basically you put the 1 cost stage at the bottom of the owner's deck. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 upper yard or a Shandoran Warrior type card, add it to your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. Basically, if it's a Shandoran Warrior in this deck, you have, like, honestly, I think genuinely, like, 12 different ways to search things.
Yep.
Not really 12 individual, but counting all copies. I'm going to move this a little bit out of the middle to make some more room here. We're only on 2 of the Structure Deck 13 Ace. It's good when you see it and it comes up, but 4 of it just feels very clunky. You see it a lot more than you want to have it. And you don't have as much discard option. Like, technically you can pitch it, I guess, off of Satori. That's about it.
That's not reliable.
Yeah, it's not reliable. So he comes up, but he's not super relevant. You don't want to see him all the time.
I can't see that.
Oh.
You got over here.
Oh, yeah. Is it? All right, over here's in camera.
Yep.
All right, good to know. Alrighty, we are on, obviously, 4 of the vanilla Kalgara. 6 cost 8K. With the other fun fact, if you do have to go second with the deck, you can actually swing, put 1 Dawn on the leader, swing, cheat out this Kalgara, and play Noland in 1 turn.
Yep.
So you take that life, you heal it right back, you basically get a guy for free. It's unfortunately the biggest body you get in the deck, but it's slap a few Dawn on them and it still kills just about anything you need it to.
Yeah. Very hard to mess with that.
Yeah. We've got two Blaze Slice, one cost, main counter, up to 1 leader or character card, gets plus 1k power for the turn. And if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, rest up to one of your opponent's characters at the cost 4 or less. Trigger is rest up to one of your opponent's characters, cost 4 or less. I've been playing around with the card. It seems like it works. It seems like it works fine enough. The extra 1k power being on the counter for the turn does throw off your opponent's math.
And the main for the turn, so we can push
Well,
the trigger
yeah,
forward.
main for the turn as well. And really, I feel like if you're gonna feel most of the time, I feel like if you're gonna be playing at main, it's gonna be when your opponent's at 2 or less life to get the full effect, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't. Where I'm on 2, I don't see it super often, so I haven't gotten a whole lot of testing done with it yet. But it seems like it would come up. We're on 4. The Earth will not lose. 1k counter, or not 1k counter. 1 cost. 3k counter. If your leader has the Shandaran warrior type, up to 1 of your leader or character cards gets plus 3k power for the battle. Then you can play an upper yard from your hand, so another way to cheat out upper yard. Doing that on your opponent's turn, searching a 2k is funny.
Yeah.
Trigger is draw 2, trash 1 from your hand, so Graceful Charity when you take a life is kind of good.
Yeah, many graceful charity. Can never turn that down.
Oh no. See, I think. Yeah, that is the main problem with the space we have. And then on the right side, we're down to the last bit.
That's true.
We are on 4 upper yard. I've talked about it nonstop the whole video, so you should have seen it coming. Basically, it's a 1-drop stage on play. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Sky Island type card, add it to your hand, put the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order. And I mean, to search Sky Island, let's see, there's, I think, Noland, Ace, Blaze Slice, and Capone. So it's 2.
Nolan doesn't search.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Those are the ones that it doesn't search.
Oh, it doesn't search.
Yeah. So all in all, it searches everything except for 10 cards in the deck, and when a few of those cards you're just going to find anyway throughout the course of the game because it's a 4 of, or you don't really have to see them to win. But that's everything. In case you did skip to the end of the video, I've done that myself. I won't lie. For deck list before, this is OP06 Vanilla Genbo. We just kind of lost it. He's a bulk card. We weren't going to spend time wasting time waiting on the video getting it out to find Genbo of all things.
Yeah, the LPO6 bulk card. Then he exists somewhere. We just don't know where.
I'm pretty sure all of my OP06 stuff I think is just at the other place.
But this is the video. We hope you like it. If you have any suggestions, we have a free comment section that you can leave a comment in.
Yep, YouTube did decide to gift us one of those for some reason.
Is there anything you want to add, Red?
To people who have commented in the past, the Chopper deck is in the works.
Hey.
I've spent a good bit of today testing it a little bit. You'll see some similarities to Zoo Zoro, obviously, but
you'll never guess that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that should be done. So if we do decide to do another video on the sim, like a battle video, expect to see that.
Yeah, and I have a in the works carrot list. I don't have the alt art leader, so we will not always have the alt art leader to show the deck list.
Oh well, I'll always have the alt art leaders for my deck list. Don't worry.
You have alt art chopper?
That one is not actually a list that I'm building in person.
Yeah, that's a likely excuse.
Well, I'm not. That's for our faithful viewers. I care.
Yeah. I want to show you how to get alt art photos on the sim. And with that,
I'll look it up. Don't worry.
I guess we'll go ahead and close out the video. Thank you for watching.
Have a good day.